Welcome back to the Reporters Roundtable with Hassan Giordano. I'm joined by the illustrious host on BET, national figure, Mr. Ed Gordon. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good, man. Illustrious. That's pretty good.
Absolutely. I mean, you're definitely an influential figure in the African-American community, but not only that, beyond that, in the journalist community across this country. First and foremost, you're here in Baltimore dealing with financial literacy for our legislative Black Caucus. What is the importance of financial literacy, and is it as synonymous to African Americans as, let's say, racial equality?
I think they go hand in hand to a great degree, particularly in our country. The way you gain equality oftentimes is your ability to move forward. Your ability to move forward, unfortunately, is often based on your ability to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. And the way you do that, obviously, is your ability to earn income, keep money, generational wealth, et cetera. So I think that's one of the things that we as a community, African Americans, have not tackled in the way that we should. And so programs like the one Tavis is running and nationwide, and obviously what the Maryland Black Caucus is doing, are vital because we've got to get on that even playing field, not just legislatively, socially, but also economically.
Now, real quick on the 2010 elections, obviously the Democrats took what President Obama says is a shellacking this time, but actually we had somewhat historic election with Tim Scott, South Carolina, Allen Weston, Florida, the first two African Americans since Reconstruction GOP members to come into Congress. What do you look at as not only those two historic elections, but this new Congress coming in?
I think obviously diversity is important. You can't put all of your eggs in one basket. So I think the ability to have representation across party lines is important. This new Congress, only time will tell. I think we're going to see some political jockeying in the beginning. I think people are tired of that on both sides of the aisle, and we'll see if these elected officials understand that. It really isn't about the power play that they like to play within the Beltway. It really is about moving the country forward. We all agree that we're in hard times, economically, educationally, socially, and if we elect people to try to create that road to betterment for all, you really can't get caught up in the partisan games that Washington has been playing for far too long. I just want people to understand the power that they have in ushering these folks in or out of office, and not just to utilize it on election day, but to make demands throughout those elected officials' terms.
Yeah, that is definitely important. Now, you came up with a very heartfelt story coming out of Detroit. I believe a CBS affiliate you started with. You were with BET back in the day when they were first starting. You were with BET. You actually went to NPR for some time as well. You're back with BET now. Two-part question. First and foremost is, what can we expect from you over the next year or two? Do you have any books, any movies, anything coming out? And what can we expect from Ed Gordon and BET with your reemergence?
Well, I mean, one of the things that we want to do is be able to put on a talk show, which is what we've developed with Weekly with Ed Gordon, that really fills some of the void that is out there. We've heard complaints continuously that in spite of all the channels that we have on cable, there are only still a very few myopic perspectives that come out. So we hope to be able to bring perspective with this program, and we want to talk about everything from politics to pop culture with that, and do it from a prism that is perhaps more diverse than we're used to. And with technology and the growth of this industry and the change of this industry over the last 5 years, let alone the last decade, really brings to bear a problem for all of us in the industry, and that's figuring out not just what you want to do, but how you want to do it and where you want to place it. So as we were talking in the panel that I just did, it really is about figuring out down the road what's the best way to handle your business, so to speak. So that's part and parcel. No movies, but we're working on a couple of books, and I still do a father-daughter initiative called Daddy's Promise that is nationwide, and that's been doing real well for us.
Yeah, you have a teenage daughter, right?
A 16-year-old.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Ed Gordon, thank you so much for coming to Baltimore.
Thank you, brother. My
We
pleasure.
appreciate it and look for big things from you.